So today, guys, I have a custom Swiss Army knife that I made myself. I made this maybe about a year ago. So I've made one other custom Swiss Army knife for my nephew. Um, I do have pictures of it, but I do not currently have it for me because I gave it to him as a gift. Now, I did follow Fit to Survive. I watched a lot of his videos, and that really helped me a lot. I recommend if you guys are trying to make a custom one, then you guys also check out his channel. It's amazing. He does amazing work. This is nothing compared to Fit to Survive. This is the first one I ever made, and there's still a lot of kinks. And I started out with the Swiss Champ, so yeah, I did probably like the biggest Swiss Army knife to start that I could find, which was probably not the best idea. And this took me a long time. I used pretty much only hand tools for this. So I hand sanded down all of the G10 liners. And I did use a grinder for the blade. So this blade, um, it was a, what is it? Is it a ladybug? I think it's a ladybug blade. Um, I forget which model this is, but it's VG 10. It's got the Spyderco logo and everything. I grinded it down to make it fit instead of grinding the spring down instead, or the spacer or whatever that they have in the back right here. Yeah, so the blade snaps closed pretty nicely. I'm pretty happy with that. I did add a custom flashlight, so as you can see, I found this on an older Spartan on eBay, and I just wanted that instead of the magnifying glass. And then I removed the fish scaler, so there's no fish scaler. I only have the let's see, I have the file right here, and then I also have the smaller blade, the file, and then I have the saw right here. And then, of course, I have the scissors in the middle. And then I also have the pliers. I have used the hell out of these pliers. I think even the wire strippers are a little bad because I tried to test them out on something. I think I was trying to cut something with them, and I think they got a little stuck or something. But they kind of stick together a little bit. But that's what I get for using it, I guess. I got the Phillips right here that locks halfway. Locks. Everything snaps pretty nicely. I kept all the original liners. I didn't oxidize anything. I don't really know how to acid etch things like Fit to Survive does. But I did the best I could with what I had at the time. Of course, I have the tweezers right here. Then these are the compact scales. Yeah, as you can see, this thing kind of flops a little bit. I don't think there's enough material to hold this in so it's a little bit loose. It does clank a little bit, but it doesn't fully extend out. So, and it is very wobbly. So that is definitely a big complaint here. The scales I got from Etsy. I just bought them. And this lanyard I made myself using paracord. Super simple. You don't need to buy these. Whatever you do, don't ever buy the paracord lanyards. They're so easy. Just watch a YouTube tutorial, and you can make them so easy. All you need is like a lighter to just singe the ends, and then just cut it, and then all you gotta do is tie some knots, pretty much. But yeah, I just really wanted one of these tools, so I ended up making it myself. And oh yeah, by the way, another little comment: the batteries for this thing are like impossible to find. So I actually had to like cut. There's like a little battery thing that you can. I think there's two batteries on this side, and there's like a little cover that goes over it. But yeah, they are impossible to find. So a little tip for that is you could cut a piece of aluminum. If you're buying a Swiss Army knife that has like aluminum scales, you could cut a little shim of aluminum, and then put them on the battery, and then when you put them on like a thinner battery, it'll touch the connecting points inside of here, and it will give it power basically. So you're just adding a little piece of metal that will connect the battery to the power source basically. And it'll work. That's what I did. And then I have this little rock tool sheath that I found on Amazon. I definitely recommend this sheath if you have a Swiss Champ that you want to carry on your belt. I think it's like 20 or 30 bucks now. Yeah, it sits like almost flush. There's barely any room. So it is literally a perfect fit. I literally did nothing to modify this. It is just a little bit worn in. If you have white scales, it does rub off a little bit because this is genuine leather, so it does. Or I believe this is genuine leather, but it does rub off a little bit because it's not the greatest quality sheath. But Victorinox doesn't really make sheaths for their Swiss Champs, so you kind of gotta improvise a little bit, or maybe they do, but I haven't seen them, or they're probably like $100. So it's like 20 bucks though. If you guys are interested, I'm sure I could find the link for it. I'm sure it's somewhere in my Amazon list, but another little flaw with this is I did use the metal liners for this flashlight bit right here, which it is what it is. I didn't feel like I hand sanded every single G10. I did cut them out with the jigsaw, and then I hand sanded for like hours, like wearing a respirator and everything. Like I did everything legitly. Like I wasn't being stupid basically. There's also back tools as well, but no one really cares about those too much. But yeah, so this is my first Swiss Army knife that I ever did. So this took me about like 2 months, and I think about like $300 with everything included, all the materials and everything. And then the second one I made, I spent about $40, and it took me about 2 days. And that is because I have a lot more tools now, and I have a lot more things that are a little bit more useful. Like I have a drill press now, I have a bench grinder, and those things only cost me like $60 maybe, but man, do they cut down on time, man. They make working so much easier. It is crazy how much time this took me, and then doing another Swiss Army knife that took me literally no time at all. But I will probably not be making another one anytime soon, just because of how much like labor it kind of takes. Like it takes a little bit of time, and it's just a lot of like precision work that I don't really like doing that often. So I've kind of want to do other mods like this. I have another video on this Roxxon right here. But I just like doing stuff that I like, making stuff specifically for me. This setup might not work for everyone. Same thing with this Roxxon tool that I have, but I'm just making them specifically for me and my needs. And when I work on my car, or even when I go camping or something, this tool is like super reliable, and it has like almost everything I want. And that's what really matters for me. And if you want a multi-tool, I think that's exactly how you should think. Like, what is the best tool for you? And thank you guys. That's all I have for you.